Okay. We should be streaming. I don't know why it's still stuck on this window, though. That's a little weird. It should be showing... That's weird. It's not showing the actual character creation for some strange reason. Maybe if I just remove it and re-add it. Alright, let's re-add it. Oh. Okay, so we're going to re-add this source real quick. Let's see, this is the right one. We need to add the source. That's weird how it just stopped like that. Do we want to do window capture, or do we want to do video capture device, or do we want to do... I think we're going to do game capture and see what happens there. I'm going to put BG3, if I can type today. Okay. Yes. Capture a specific window. Yes. BG3. Yes. And there we go. See, I knew I could figure it out. Of course, now my webcam is on the bottom, so we'll put that back on top. All right. All right. So we are streaming. We're going to do some Baldur's Gate 3 today. I was on Twitch. Short story on that. It's real simple. I had about, I don't know, 30 or 40 videos in total that were stored on Twitch. One day I logged in and every single video except for my most recent was there. Which really sucks because, you know, some people might want to go back through it. Normally I do like a video recording, you know, where I'd have like a tutorial series or gameplay or something, but for whatever reason, they decided that that was too much space to be taking up on their platform. And of course, I'm a hobbyist. I'm not a paid professional. I don't have all the gizmos that most of these streamers have. I'm not running full stream with the most high-def camera in the world, and my sound quality is not very good. I do have a sound setup, but I'm not getting it out and not hooking it all up for nothing. So we've got this instead, which is, it does the job. But anyways, to get started, we're just going to do a couple playthroughs of Baldur's Gate 3. I've already been through 2 playthroughs, seen 2 different endings so far. And I'm just going to make a quick character just to play. It's going to be legit gameplay. I'll probably go with the wizard because at the end of the day, if you ask me, there are 2 builds in Baldur's Gate that are actually decent. The first one is the rogue fighter multi-class because you get about 4 attacks, which is really nice when you're playing, a melee class. But to be completely and totally honest, the caster at mid and end game are so much more powerful. You're better off just being a mage, sorcerer or wizard. I choose wizard because I like being able to learn from the scrolls. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and do the gameplay. I'll be watching chat. I'll probably disable the webcam and the mic so you guys can just listen to the gameplay and watch what's going on. And if somebody does have something to say, then I'll comment on the mic. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the webcam itself off. I don't see any point of having that. So we'll just turn that off for now. I mean, it's nice. I got gaming stuff behind me and, a Horde banner, and I got the lights and all that. But like I said, not a professional streamer. You're not going to, what's the name of I'm not going to be a ninja. I'm definitely not going to be as popular as somebody like Pokimane or any of those other streamers out there. But, hey, I'm just here to have some fun, and if I can have some fun and play the game and you guys can see what's going on, then that's great, in my opinion. So anyways, let's get back to it. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic, and I'm going to start playing. I hope you guys enjoy the stream, and there we go. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals... Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Beware.
It's opened.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Alright, so for the first cantrips, I think the best thing you can do right here, you want utility, right? So you don't want to just go with the best damaging cantrip you can. You're going to want some utility. Normally I choose light, but because I'm a high elf, I can see in the dark, I believe. But if that's the case, then I really don't need light. So I would go with True Strike, because it does give you that advantage on attack rolls. You're going to need that. Let's see, so cantrips, everything else looks fine. I think we're good there. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this character.
dead.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
More for me. Light on my feet. Where the hells are we? Dead. Good.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye. You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Odd. I feel better.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind. A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution.
Let's see.
Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
Release us.
1,000 years of humanoid history, elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Hey, got a second? I'm going to show you how I got the flexibility to code,
trapped. Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
The enemy. So many enemies. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull. The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Ugh. Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Alright, so we're about to enter turn-based combat. Now, turn-based combat, it's just like it is in D&D, right? So, you have initiative, who gets to go first, depending on who has the highest initiative roll. In this case, it's usually this newborn. What do they call him? I don't know. It's the brain creature, whatever you want to call it. But the intellect developer, that's it. So basically, you have control of everybody in your party, including all pets that you may summon. And we're going to start off with this turn-based, I guess, occurrence. Now, the thing you have to remember about this is that you only get so much movement to get to each one of these things. And you need to make sure that you keep your weakest people behind you. You might be the strongest DPS in the group, but you're ultimately the one with the less hit points. Like if you'll see this Intellect Devourer down at the bottom left, has 11 of 11 hit points, higher than probably my mage, which was probably 7 of 7, no, 8 of 8. And then of course my warrior, which is 12 of 12. Now, in these combat situations, you need to be very tactical, because you may have a caster in the back at some point, or some sort of range thing that's pegging you from far back. So it's always important when you're playing this game to keep that in mind when you go into combat. But anyways, go ahead and get started.
I will ascend. Make way.
Survival is all that matters.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Now, if you've just willy-nilly through this and you haven't bothered to read any of the controls, you don't know what happens or how to look at things, one of the things you can do is you can hold down Alt. Alt will highlight everything. You know, what's lootable, what's not, what's still alive. All of that matters. So definitely get used to using Alt. I believe that's the only way you can actually do it. You can highlight certain things by holding or when you just tap on the tilde, but I'm not sure what the point of that is, to be honest with you. I've never really used it that much.
What's inside?
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Another step forward. Better not be cursed.
Cave machinery. I can make no sense.
Another mystery. Another mystery. Another mystery. Aggression. Annihilate.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go. Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment. It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
What's in here? A brain in a jar. This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Corellan, preserve me. That cannot be our fate. Another brain.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane Yank.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves! We will connect them.
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
No time to waste.
My faith will protect me.
One day I'll catch a break.
Taking position.
I'm ready.
At the ready.
On the move.
chest. Move it.
With haste.
Your spine
No
is
time.
mine.
I must reach the helm. Hurry, before they strike.
Can't give up. On the move.
Leave him to me. Connect the transponder.
Light on my feet.
Splendid! Our furnace is ours!
Taking position.
Got to focus. Got to move.
Have to keep going.
Take this, or Dario will have your head!
Can't give up. Not now.
Breathe deep and move.
Come a little closer.
Roll their heads in the space!
Taking position.
Let's end this. Heading there.
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time. As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. The chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Let's have a look. Should mind my step.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
No traps, please. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
So we're at a point now where we're in front of the ancient door on the Radwich Beach. This is a good spot to save because over the next hill is going to be an encounter. those little intellect devourers, they're tough. I mean, they kick your butt. So you got to be careful. I died the first time I went through here trying to fight those. It's a good thing I had saved right ahead of time. You know, it's one of those things where if you've ever been an old school gamer and you've played these games where there's save points and things, you always remember to save just ahead of it because you know there's a good chance that you're not coming out of this alive, then you have to start all over again. You know, that's old school for you, man. That's the OG gamer right there talking. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now.
More of those wretched things.
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
Where do I go from here?
Take two. Have to keep going.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And that, my friends, is why you don't forget to save. Because, yeah, it can go horribly bad with Reed, especially when you're first starting out with a mage. Now, the cleric, not so much, because the cleric's got a little armor and it's got a weapon. But as a mage, you're wearing a paper bag and you have a stick. And that's it, you know? And when your spells are gone until you rest. Now, we'll do this the right way. We'll do a short rest. We'll gain up all our spells back. Get everybody healed. Do the buffs ahead of time, then we'll run in and we'll take care of business. But yeah, that's just, you know, just so you know. Yeah, don't run into anything willy-nilly. If you can get away with going around it, you should.
With haste. What's hiding here? More of those wretched things. Anything of use? I won't have a word.
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea? Fine, but not for too long. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light. Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
Here we go.
Falling into your trance should have been as easy as breathing, yet peace eludes you. You picture the Feywild in its colourful glory, the joy of all seasons flourishing at once. Fire spills across your thoughts, dragon's breath. The tadpole slithers, twisting deeper into your skull. Your head is about to burst. The memory consumes your mind, corrupting the trance. The flames cool, dispelled, as the image you know emerges again. Wild, glorious magic. As the trance stabilizes, your breath deepens. Be it cure or cage, something must be done about the tadpole. Every night that passes is another night the monster inside you grows.
Onward then.
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
us right well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Breathe deep and move. Blood? No, never mind.
My faith will guide me.
Looking ahead. Open up. These boots have seen everything. Maybe I need more pockets. Time to get going. I should speak up.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Best get going. Swift as my feet can carry me.
There, a mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Be careful.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Okay, we're at the juncture now where we've got an Astarion, which is, spoiler alert, it's a vampire, who can now walk during the day because of the mind flare. If you couldn't tell by the cinematic and you were watching it, I mean, the fangs and the red eyes kind of gave that away right off the bat. But, I mean, the first time I went through this and I saw him, I'm like, that ain't an elf. He's got fangs, he's got red eyes, that's a vamp. And later on, you'll see more things that indicate that he's out killing animals to stay alive because he doesn't want to hurt humans, etc., etc. But one of the things I don't like is right at this particular juncture, you get Astarion into your group, and then immediately following it, you go in, you kill the Mind Flayer that's dying on the ground, and then it's immediately to this next one. You see this malfunctioning sigil up here. That's where Gale is. And so you get two companions within 30 seconds of each other. To me, it feels rushed. It feels like we should have had that spread out, like maybe put Gale on the other side of the chapel and all that. But instead, they've just like back to back, man. You just bam, bam. Suddenly you got this full party, and you don't, you can only have so many in there. Like, we got room for one more, and we got two more people to get. So then you have to make a decision on who you're going to have in the group. Now, general rule of thumb for any Dungeons and Dragons game, doesn't matter if it's old or new, you always want the warrior, you want your tank, you want range DPS, and you want a rogue. And of course, Astarion's the rogue, so of course he'll stay. And you're going to want the healer. So, you do your caster, which is your mage or your main, you do your cleric, you do your thief, and then you do your tank. So, what's Gale going to end up doing? He's going to end up sitting a lot of time at camp during this playthrough, because I'm already a wizard. I don't need another one in the group. What I need is someone that can face tank everything in front of me so I don't get killed. So, anyways, just something to think about. And remember, when you're leveling up your characters, the little utility spells and skills you can get along the way mean a lot. Like right now, we need Astarion, because our wizards are not, I guess, smart enough to cast the knock spell, which you can unlock everything in the game with. Once you can unlock doors and chests with the knock spell, you no longer need him. The only good he's really worth is once in a while he can pickpocket, and of course if you really want to get sneaky and you want to assassinate like one of the many things that you're going to encounter before its friends can jump in and start beating you up, then it's good to have a rogue. I mean, you know, it's stealth attacks and stuff like that. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get Gale. We're probably not going to go into the chapel, because I can tell you firsthand, you thought those intellect devourers were strong. They're nothing compared to what you're going to do when you open the doors of that chapel and walk inside. There's a big group of adventurers in there, and they are going to bitch slap you all over the place and kill you. So you're better off bypassing the chapel, go get your Githyanki, Lizelle, save the people in the grove, go into the grove, get some supplies, some healing potions, do a rest, and then come back once you've leveled up a little bit, and then go into the chapel. That's just, I'm just giving it to you straight, because if you walk in there right now, even at level, what are we, 2? You're going to die. And it's going to be horrible. You're going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe it just happened. So yeah, be smart about it. Don't pick fights with things if you don't think you can beat them. Anyhow, we're going to go get Gale, and then we're going to go get Lizelle, and then maybe I'll stop when we go to enter the chapel. I probably won't go into the Grove right away, because I hate the Grove storyline, but we'll see.
What's going on in that room?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? Whatever you're doing is working wonders! Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. Then I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Which way to the nearest library?
Still breathing, despite everything. Best be on my way. Oh, I'll give it a shot. Broken. Must have been here a while.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look. Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Always observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification. You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
You have a familiar twinkle in your touch. You're a wizard, aren't you? Would you consider yourself particularly well-read? The aid of someone learned would be of great use to me. Oh, don't compare yourself to Kelvin. He wastes far too much of his time dying. You and I both know the aid a powerful sage could bring us. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master. A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
Chahi, come closer. Dry skin, clear eyes. You do not suffer. You flourish. Disturbing. We should feel them now. Our bones should ache, our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally. Chatter already, Taski? It is done.
Alright, so we are just about ready to go up and try to save these people. This is a tough fight, so we'll save it before we get there, just because it'd be stupid not to. But we're going to go ahead and head on up. Just make sure I got it out of here. I'm going to come up this path. Now, the first thing I do is I break right and I go get the sigil over here. Sigils are a way of teleporting.
We should
it's
check
a nice
it out.
way to get
But be
across the map quickly. Definitely worth coming and grabbing them. First time I played through, I missed a few of them. I had to go back later after I found a map where all the sigils were and get them all. But as soon as we get too far around this corner, right here, you're going to see the goblins attack this group that are in front of these gates, which you can't see just yet. We're going to see it right here. We're going to see if we can defeat them without too much trouble. Now, preemptively, if you're smart and you've done this before,
keep your
makes
distance,
sense to
darling.
put one of your people up here, because there's going to be two on top of here that you're not going to be able to avoid.
Radio note.
Cutting action hide.
On the hunt.
I'm going to leave him right there. I don't know if we can get any closer than that.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
Get him! No! Shit! Form a line!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! Then suffer its sting.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
These boots have seen everything.
Moving.
Swift and lethal. My path be true.
sickle and sword.
Quickly.
Let's finish this.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Make way.
Need to act fast. Heading there. Take you.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
It's done. Good.
Damn vermin.
You are tenacious.
Moving ahead.
Joking about Octa's ship just a moment ago.
Tieflings, you mean?
Come on, Richter. And now what? We dig a hole and be done with him?
We could say a prayer. We should have time for that.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
we are in the Emerald Grove.
That would be
We
good.
managed to make it through the goblin fight. everybody's alive, even though Asterion took quite a bit. I think this is where we're going to end the stream tonight, but at this point, you have a couple of choices to make. I mean, clearly you want to make sure you level up Lazela if you haven't, or anybody that you haven't yet. You want to rest again. And you're probably going to want to go and take everything you've looted off of all your characters over to the there's going to be a couple of vendors in here. Go and sell that, get the gold, buy some better stuff. If you did what I did and you collected up all the herbs you could find, you can make potions. If you make potions, you can sell those potions for a lot. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably come back here tomorrow and I'll run around, I'll grab as many potions as I can, get, you know, a couple thousand gold saved up, and then buy the better gear and then gear everybody out with the better gear. And that's going to be a big, big help for you when you go to the chapel. You need to prepare for this chapel like we're going to war because it's going to be tough. There's casters in there, there's ropes in there, there's a ranger in there, there's explosives, there's stuff on the ground that'll blow up. You definitely don't want to go in there ill-prepared. Get as many healing potions together as you can, and then head on into the chapel. And then come back and finish the quest in the grove. Don't do the grove until after you've cleared out the chapel and you've gotten a few more levels, because it gets really tough when you're helping the druids and you're helping the tieflings and all that, and you're trying to negotiate between the two. So it's better to just take your time, go kill stuff, go loot stuff, level up a little bit, and then start on the main storyline. You don't want to go in ahead of time. If you look at the journal, which is J, you can see what we have going on here. Turn that off. You've got companion quests to do. You've got the Githyanki Creche, which you're going to have a lead in here to find it. You're going to talk to Nettie in here, and then you're going to get like 4 or 5 more quests easily in here for the druids. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, I hope the stream was okay tonight. I'll probably make it more presentable at some point, maybe with an intro movie and all that later. But for now, I'm just live streaming just for shits and giggles for the most part. So I didn't see any reason to really go crazy. Now, when we get into Ark and we start actually playing Ark again, and we start doing tutorials and things like that, and doing news and all that, there'll be a nice presentation on the regular YouTube channel that you can watch. I'll show how to tame things and how to make things and what the quickest progression is to go from your thatch all the way to stone and skip the wood altogether. I mean, we'll do all of that at some point. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably pop in every couple of days with a new stream on this. I don't know yet. Depends on just how much of an itch I get to play Baldur's Gate. Having gone through this twice in 2 different playthroughs, I'm not in a big hurry. So I might not stream every day, and maybe I'll put together some sort of schedule at some point, but I just don't feel like it's necessary for me to do what these pro streamers do and spend 12 hours every day online streaming a game that they've played over and over and over. It seems like a miserable existence to me. I mean, sure, if you look like Pokimane or whatever the hell her name is, or the other girl, the redhead that does the hot tub, you're sure you probably get a lot of viewers and a lot of people throwing money at you. I ain't asking for any of that. I just want to enjoy streaming and enjoy doing these videos for people. So. But anyways, I hope you all had a good one, and I am out of here.
We should have time for that.